I'm Kathy and I'm at Capernaum Studios, and today I'm going to show you how to do what is called a snood for the 1st century hairstyle. And I'm going to do this on my friend Aaliyah, who is the...
I'm the props and wardrobe inventory coordinator here at Capernaum Studios.
Big job. It's a big place. So I'd much rather do her. So the first thing that we're going to start with is something that if somebody with long hair should have. So Miss Aaliyah has wonderful hair, but it's blonde. So we don't want it to be seen on camera. So she's going to put it into a low bun behind her head. You want it down at the base of the neck. If it's too high, it's going to make your head kind of odd shaped. So she's going to put it at the base of her neck. Yep, that'll work. Okay, the next step is to get a headband if you have one. Now I prefer the longer, thick kind that have a knot at the bottom. These are the standard headband, and they tend to slide off. They just don't have enough oomph to them to stay on your head. So I prefer the longer ones that have a knot, but use what you got. And I'm going to ask her to do it. And she's going to pull it up on her face, just above her eyebrows. If you go too far back, all the weight of the scarf will just come right off. When it is just above your eyebrows, the weight is distributed on your forehead around to the back of your head rather than just sitting at the top. It also keeps your hairline from getting burnt. So what you will need is a standard size scarf, long, skinny. This is called cotton gauze. It's very lightweight. It's a little bit see-through, but you can layer it if you want more than one color. You're also going to want a really long tie. This is just sewing trim, and I have 3 yards of it. And I'll show you why we use 3 yards, why it's that long. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pocket for her hair. So I'm going to find the middle of the scarf, middle, and I'm going to fold this over her head. Now I'm going to make a little bit of a fold here. It helps to keep it from sliding. I'm going to go under her hair and twist the scarf just a little bit. One twist is fine, and then I roll it underneath the bun. So now I've got this end sticking out, and that, turn just a little bit so you can see the back. Okay, so it's kind of like bat wings, but what I did, I twisted and then rolled. So now that's what creates the snood itself. Okay, I'm going to drape those over her shoulders. Next I'm going to take the tie and again find the middle. Make sure the scarf is lined up. Now this is going, the middle goes right on the middle, it sits on that fold. I go under the snood and tie it. Don't just cross it, because if you don't tie it, it can just slide right off of her head. Now if you have a super long piece, you can go back around the head. Too tight? Squeeze the brain. And then I'm going to wrap this end around very gently. You don't need to do it super tight. And do the same on the other side. So much easier than somebody else. Okay, so now we have 2 ponies. You can either just tie it at the end, but it looks better if you again twist it just a little bit. Take the 2 pieces of trim . Got one sticking out here. And just tie them. Okay. A knot usually best, doesn't have to be, especially if you need to adjust it. But now she just has a long tail that just hangs down her back. Her hair's all kept up nicely in here. And like I said, you can wrap it twice around the head if you think it's going to slide off. If it's windy that day, or if she's going to be running through the marketplace, then an extra tie would be really helpful. It also depends on how much your person can stand having something tied on their head. Some people can, some can't. But that is how you do a snood with a tail.